Alright, good morning. It's Saturday, January 6th, and we're over here finishing up, starting to finalize the house that we're on. And this is a Cricket. It's about 25 feet long. I rebuilt the Cricket. It's a wooden Cricket. The seam here, I actually dismantled the entire thing. We had to for tear-off purposes, because it was wood shingle. And this was an addition here, where the skylights are at. It's an addition which was built on top of the existing roofs. So we had to take apart the entire Cricket to get to the old roofing to remove it. So now we're in the stage we put it back together. I resized the Cricket, re-drifted the water flow, and now I've put it back together. I decided to do all modified around the skylights because these are fixed curb skylights which are better suited for flat roofing, and they're on a pitched roof. In most regards, you'd like to have curbs built of wood. All sheet metal is used, so that way the curb is flashed properly with sheet metals and roofing material, and use curb-mounted skylights on pitched areas, which these aren't. So it required me to do a few different things, a little difference in technique. I used 5-inch strips of smooth modified around each base, all the way around each one, flowing the bleed of material onto the metal right against the vertical side rails, just to secure it, seal it up with modified bitumen, and so we didn't have to come back with mastic or silicone. And then thereafter, all of the smooth was around each skylight, and I put the granulated modified in. I decided to do them all in modified granulated around this entire little array of skylights, instead of using comp shingles, because there wasn't really any, we couldn't properly flash it if we were going to install comp. So this is all modified. Also, in this Cricket area, I decided to use smooth. A smooth modified, which is the same modified material, just does not have the granules on the top layer. And I put a smooth into the entire area, and then I applied my granulated over the smooth. So it's a 2-ply system. Now, if you're using base sheet, that would be considered the thirds. So you've got your first is your base sheet, your smooth, and your granulated. So that is what is called a 3-ply modified roof. So that would be the way to go for Cricket areas. It just provides twice the thickness, a real sturdy roof. It gives the granulated roofing material something to hold to. It just benefits in the long run. It's the best way to go. And we also have another Cricket over here that I put in. You can see that the shingles stagger down, because from the low point of the Cricket, it's kind of narrow, but it widens out so that way the water can flow. So there's a pitch of about a 1/4 inch, not quite a 1/4 inch per foot, but that's the way they built it, so I'm just roofing what was there. Over here we've got plenty. I resized the Cricket to, we do have a 1/4 inch per foot here in this trough. So that is that. So there will be a difference between having a 2-ply and a 3-ply modified roof system, and I'm doing this video to show the differences. And the seams are located at the high point of the Cricket, where water flows off to the left from that seam, and water will flow off to the right from that seam, and off of each side of the roof. And this is very important to get properly, to get it right. Otherwise there will be leaks, and we'll be back here opening it up, figuring out why. So, doing things right the first time, that's the way we do it. This is an undershot. It's got a tin shingle. All of this has been kind of custom. Let's see if we can wait for the camera to take a look. Yeah. It's got metal work, and it's already sealed up. I've already sealed this all up before I closed it. It's got tin shingles going up the wall, and then a modified strip right directly over the tin shingles. I decided to use modified versus metal on this particular. And that's it. And there's Tommy, our leader.
Fearless.
Fearless we are. All right. Into the sun.